What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, I don't think we've ever had her on the channel before. I'm pretty sure this is the first time for her. So, making her debut on the channel tonight, we have Kate Bush. How about that? Yes, indeed, Kate Bush on the channel. This is a request from Sydney Barrett and Corey Moses. They both want to see me react to this song by Kate Bush called Running Up the Hill. Now, this is a little unique. We have Kate Bush, and from Pink Floyd, we have David Gilmour joining her, I guess. He's going to be helping her perform this song, Running Up the Hill. It's not a Pink Floyd song. I don't think there's a Pink Floyd song called Running Up the Hill. It doesn't strike a bell with me. Anyway, now to the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. As far as I know, it doesn't resonate with me. However, as always, there's a chance I've heard this before and I just don't realize it. So, if I start listening to the song and I go, oh, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Pink Alessio Floyd. Yeah, Pink Alessio Floyd. Okay? And the video has 1.09 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original in the video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Kate Bush and David Gilmour running up that hill. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh God, the old Steinberger guitars. Bassist is doing some really nice bass work. I can hear the bass coming through really well in this mix, actually. Like, he's really pushed kind of up to the front, which is I'm glad to hear, because he's doing some great licks, some great riffs. I mean, it's nothing too fancy, but it's all very tasteful and not overly done. But it is still kind of bringing attention to himself. I don't know if he's carrying the melody line with it. Maybe a counter melody line, possibly. But it's mostly fifths. Like, he'll hit the root and he'll go up to the fifth. He'll go down to the next root, go up to the fifth, go up to the next root, go up to the fifth. It's all fifth work, but it's still really well done, very tastefully done. I cannot get over David Gilmour playing this. Oh, those Steinbergers. Oh, man. I mean, I tried playing one. I did try for a little bit playing one of those things, and I just hated it. I absolutely hated it. I think I had it for about a month, and I just said, I'm done with this. I'm absolutely done with it. It's a very small body. I don't know why, but I like basses with bigger bodies. It's a very small body. The neck felt really short, even though it really wasn't. It felt short, and irked the heck out of me. And on top of that, the strings are ridiculously expensive because they have those double ball end strings. It just, God, I just couldn't justify. And it was a 4-string. I could not justify paying $80 a set for a 4-string set of bass strings. I mean, my 6-string sets are $60. I mean, that's for a 6-string set. You know, that's like $10 a string. I just couldn't justify paying $20 per string just to have an extra ball on the other end of the string. It didn't make sense to me. So, anyway, yeah, I was not a fan of these. Not a fan of those whatsoever. Anyway, let's keep going here. Are really tight, like great diction, great pronunciation, very clean. And I like how she's putting the emphasis on whenever she starts a vocal phrase or she starts a word in general, she puts a lot of accent on the very beginning. Ba ba ba, the ba ba ba. It's very impactful. It brings a lot of attention to the vocal line whenever you do accents like that, which is a great thing when you're the vocalist. Absolutely. As far as Gilmour goes and the bassist, I mean, I kind of dig what they're doing. I have no idea if it's necessary, but it's a nice addition. It's a welcome addition. It's not needed, but it's a nice little kind of, I don't know if I would call it a response. Yeah, I guess sort of a response. I guess kind of a call and response, but it's not very consistent. It's very sporadic, but still, that might be what's part of adding to the appeal, is since it is so sporadic. It's not anticipated. Like I tried to guess where it was going to be, I couldn't do it. They do it in random spots, and I think that might be part of what's adding to it, is making it more, how should I say this, making it more special, because it's not expected. So that's a nice addition. That's a nice touch. Anyway, let's keep going here. on certain parts, she's softening up the accents. It seems like the higher notes, she puts more of an accent on, but when she comes down and she kind of softens her voice up, she loses some of the accent. Now, I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just accidental. I'm not sure, but it sounds good. It's a nice contrast. If she were to accent, you'll have hard accents on every single phrase, every single time. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I think I might get a little annoyed by it, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, it's nice hearing that contrast between the hard accents and the softer accents. Really nice. I have thoughts about the song itself. I'm focusing more on the performance right now. The song itself is not really impressing me all that much, but the performance and what's being done is really nicely done. So, I don't know. We'll see. We got another minute and 10. Let's see what happens here. This part, it kind of has that Depeche Mode feel to it, doesn't it? With the low haunting voice, with the higher thin voice on top. It's very, very Depeche Mode feel to that. Let me back it up a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. Keyboard driven. The performance was good. I don't know about the song. I'll have to think about it. I'll see you in the review.
And I'm highly critical.
Well, there you go, folks. That was Kate Bush with David Gilmour performing the song Running Up the Hill. Now, this was a request from Sydney Barrett and Corey Moses. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep, 7.2. I feel great with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
They earned the 7.2 completely on what they were doing on stage. Okay, the song itself, I'm not a fan of the song. I'm not a fan of the song at all. It's very reliant on that melodic line without any real variation. It stayed true to itself within the melodic line, true, but that's all it did was that melodic line. There was no bridge. There was no difference whatsoever that I could hear between verse and chorus. I mean, it sounded the exact same across the board. Very keyboard driven. David Gilmour on guitar, that was a nice addition. That was a nice touch. Is there a guitar on the original recording like that? Or was that David Gilmour adding his own little flavor to what was already, established with being a keyboard-driven song? This strikes me as a song that is very keyboard-driven. So I have a feeling that the original recording did not have that guitar on there, which is a shame because that guitar was a nice addition. And a welcome addition to boot. The song just did not do anything for me. Not from a songwriting standpoint, not from a delivery standpoint. Now, I will say they're getting the 7.2 because of the execution of what they did live on stage. The bass player, I could hear him clear as a bell, doing some great, I wouldn't say walking lines, but moving lines. We're doing the fifths. It moves. Kept it simple, but very, very cool nonetheless. Very effective, very fitting of the song. plus, I love me some big hair, dude. That guy's hair was over the top. That was ridiculous, but it was fun to see. David Gilmour's guitar playing, I mean, he's David freaking Gilmour. What am I going to do? You know, criticize his guitar playing? I don't think so.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
But his guitar playing was very nicely done, very well done. What he added to the song was very tasteful, and I appreciate him being there. Like I said earlier, if he hadn't been there and there was no guitar, I don't know if I could have been able to stomach that song or not. Drumming was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. It was pretty simple too, but it was solid. It was well done. I saw a keyboardist back there, obviously keyboard-driven song. It would have been nice for the purpose of the performance if they had put him up on a riser or something like that. I always have a bit of an issue when they take musicians and they put them in the back and there's no riser for them. They're on the floor like everyone else is that's up front, but they're in the back. So how are they going to be seen? You know, if you're going to put musicians in the back, hey, that's fine. Put them up on risers so they can be seen at least. You do it for the drummer. Why not do it for the keyboardist? I just don't understand that. So whenever bands do that, it just kind of irks me a little bit. But keyboardist had a nice patch. He was playing, I can only assume he was playing correctly because, like I said, this is a very keyboard-driven song. Now, let's talk about Kate Bush's vocals. Before I get to Kate Bush's vocals, David Gilmour's vocals and the bassist vocals, that was kind of nice. That kind of helped the song in value, the value of the song go up a little bit because it wasn't so much what they did, it was when they were doing it. It wasn't like you couldn't anticipate it. Like, when I thought they were going to do it, they didn't do it. And then when I wasn't ready for it, they did it. And that added to the value of the song overall as a whole. So, hopefully y'all can understand that. Now, let's get back to Kate Bush's vocals. Now, I said it before, I loved how she accented, especially the upper register. She would really give a hard accent to the notes, and to the pronunciation, that hard accent on every single pronunciated word. It was really nice. It was nice to hear that. It kind of added life to the song. And then when she would go down the lower register, sometimes she would accent, sometimes she wouldn't. And it showed diversity, number one. Number two, it wasn't so repetitive and overly accented every single thing. If she had done it like that, it would have detracted from the value of the song, I believe. So, it was nice hearing that diversity within the accent. Sometimes hard, sometimes soft, but, you know, still with great diction and great vowel formation. So you could actually hear where there was no mumbling. There was no guesswork as to, is she done singing the phrase or are we going to have to go on a limb here and guess? No, she made it very clear where every word started and every word stopped. So very, very cool on her part, on that part. So like I said, 7.2 based mostly on the live performance, not really having anything to do with the song whatsoever because the song I really wasn't impressed with. If the song had been more impressive to me, it probably would have gotten a higher score, true, but I mean a 7.2 is still a pretty good score. So 7.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.